guys. I was a bit premature.
Yeah,
I was
I was a bit late as well.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of BFB. It's been a minute, but obviously it's been international break. So, international break for me is a bit of a farce, unless it's, your kind of Euros or World Cup. But BJ, bro, what are you saying, man? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Busy day at work, but chilling. Had to digest some football, talk about the latest that's been going on in the football realm. But yeah, I'm good nonetheless, bro. How are you, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I got my weekend. My season starts this weekend. First game of the season for us starts on Saturday, home game.
Oh yeah.
Man, fitness is coming back steady. Calm, man. Busy
We're
with
two
work.
games in the nice season, to be fair.
Yeah, man. Cesno's been telling me, man.
100.
He's been telling me what you've been doing. Couple assists here and there.
Come on, bro. 3 assists in 2 games.
Come
Our
on.
team is 100% record in 2 games as well.
Come on.
No goals conceded.
Come on.
It's locked
What's
up,
the name
bro.
of your team? What's the name of your team?
Lost Stock Rangers.
Stock Rangers.
Lost Stock.
All right, say less.
We're doing well, though.
What was I going to say? Where do we start? I think we start with United, man. There's a lot going on with United. We'll take it bit by bit. But Jadon Sancho, that's the big story today. United released a statement that he's going to be training alone, essentially. He won't be training with the squad. I think this is the second time this has happened to him, right? If I'm not wrong, I think something similar happened when apparently he wasn't in shape or something.
Yeah, I think it's a bit different.
It is different, but I'm just saying it's not the first time that he's gone through issues with training or whatever.
Yeah, I think the reason that this is different is because the last time, and I think this plays into the wider picture. The last time Jadon Sancho wasn't included in the team, I think that was an act of kind of like Ten Hag putting his arm around Sancho's shoulders, and we're trying to give him the kind of break and period away from the limelight that he needed to get his form back. He had a hiatus last season and he was training in, I believe, Netherlands to try to recover, to try to regain some match fitness and just some sharpness and form. But this one is totally different because Ten Hag has obviously called them out. Well, not called them out. He's asked him why he's been excluded. He had his reasons, and as every kind of employer has, they have a right to tell every kind of how it is with the employees. If you're not performing, your manager will definitely tell you in work. So I think Ten Hag's only done that, and then obviously Sancho's put up the post about being a scapegoat. He left it up for like 2 weeks. I don't know how long he left it up. He's left it up for a while. It's only now that he's deleted. Yeah. And then supposedly today I heard that they asked him to apologize to Ten Hag, and he said no. They refused it. Well, I don't know how honest or how true these stories are, but supposedly he refused to apologize to Ten Hag. So obviously his exclusion from the club is obviously Ten Hag kind of putting his foot down and saying that. Yeah, like how much.
Understandably so as well.
How much slack can you cut somebody? This guy has been he's been one of our highest paid players since he joined, and he hasn't given us not much to kind of jump up and scream about. So it's quite a strange one. I obviously don't want to be too critical on the guy, but I've really kind of my future's been very sure with Jadon Sancho, and I think it's probably best for both parties if he moves on.
What I want to say on the matter is that, to be honest, I hear it. I think everything you said is valid. And to be honest, when I first heard about it, when Ten Hag first made the comments, I thought he was being a bit harsh. But then in reality, I'm probably thinking, well, this guy it's probably boiled over to a point where he's probably thought, listen, this is what I've got to do now. Like, don't get me wrong, Sancho's a talented player, but at the same time, in football, you need mentality. You have to make sure you're hungry, because you're not going to get your way. You're not going to play good every time. So at the same, with that mindset, if you don't have the perfect mindset, then what's going to happen is that more time you're going to hold yourself back. you to kind of push on and try and challenge for your spot or whatever, you're gonna be like, I'm supposed to be playing. And you see it with a couple players, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what it is. I feel like he's come to United, he's not really hit the ground running, he's struggling for confidence, but he still thinks, I'm that guy. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm not too sure.
And
I'm not too sure what he's done
like
to make him feel like that. Yeah,
well, to
I
be
think I was
honest,
saying
he had a really good season in whatchamacallit, Dortmund, where he had the
Bundesliga.
20 assists. Yeah, the 20
Everybody
assists.
everybody has a good season in Bundesliga.
That's true.
Everybody
Actually,
chops
I won't say everyone, but like I hear it.
Most people do. So I think obviously with Sancho, what I was gonna say is like, first of all, obviously like you're one of the highest wage earners in the club. I've seen articles about other managers, not even just Ten Hag, saying that sometimes he used to play for City. Let's not forget, he used to play for Pep City, and there's a reason that he went from Man City to Dortmund. He was one of the biggest talents in schoolboy football here, or underage football here in England. So what you said is very vital, because in football, there's a lot of it goes down to talent, but a lot of it also goes down to mentality. And I think, if I'm being so honest and so real, I think Sancho's a mentality midget. Yeah. I think that's all it is.
Do you know what's funny? Yeah, like even like I was doing a quiz at work yesterday. Like I wrote up a quiz, and bro, I was reading basically a lot of quotes from like big sports people, and a lot of them say hard work outweighs talent. Talent is nothing without hard work, and it's so true, bro. Don't get me wrong. Sancho probably does work hard, but if you don't have the mentality to keep working and keep pushing and trying to get yourself to that next level, you won't get to that next level. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's a mixture of both. Obviously, talent is needed, but if you don't have the mentality and the dedication to back it up, then it doesn't really mean much. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it doesn't mean much at all. Like, you need to be able to, when the chips aren't on your side, you need to be able to stand up and stand strong. That's what we see in the best athletes. I think if you just take away football from it, in every sport, the people with the best mentalities are always the people that thrive and win the most. Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Steph Curry, like all these sports stars and all this different. I know I'm just talking about basketball players here, but you know what I mean. John Jones is all people that are mentality
even
monsters.
Ronaldo, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Ronaldo.
Like I'm a Messi fan. I think Messi is the best player, but I feel like Ronaldo gets too much disrespect online, bro. Too much.
No, I think most people that will be Ronaldo fans, a lot of them will say that is the big reason that they're a Ronaldo fan. I think Ronaldo is almost the football equivalent of Michael Jordan, like self-belief and backing himself. So I'm even very surprised I'd even say Ronaldo. I'm glad you mentioned it, because Ronaldo is one of my biggest inspirations, not only from football, but the kind of mentality he has when everything is stacked against him, he still manages his way to triumph. So it's crazy.
I wanted to talk about Pogba, but we can hold on that for a second. While we're talking about mentality, we might as well talk about Maguire, because, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to feel sorry for Dukes, bro. Like, as much as it's banter, bro, this is the kind of stuff that makes people self-delete, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot. Like, club, country getting bantered all over the gaff, OGs all over the gaff. Like, it's a bit crazy. People are talking that maybe he should retire. I feel like part of it is also due to Sancho. I mean, not Sancho, Southgate. I feel like Southgate keeps putting him in the limelight as well, bro. If he don't get picked, we're not going to be chatting about him. Do you get it? I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know what your take is on it, because obviously he's a United player as well.
I don't agree. You should retire. I think the Maguire one is funny because I think Southgate is such a big fan of maybe Maguire's mentality or spirit or whatever, but this happens when you don't pick players off merit. You pick players off whatever kind of agenda you run. Maguire is obviously not match fit, or he's not match
sharp.
He's not match sharp at all. You're putting him on at half time when you have a player in. You have Cole on the bench, you have Tomori on the bench, you don't give them minutes at all needed in the two games. And then you put on Harry Maguire at half time. Obviously, it's a friendly, I get that, but there's other centre backs. He played the last game, so why would you even throw him into it? he's a professional. We're talking about mentalities again. He's a professional. I think he will tell you himself that he doesn't really care about people kind of booing him. I think he's quite okay with being that kind of figure. But I think what it is that times are not easy for him, and it's been on a spiral for about 2-3 years now. He just kind of needs. If I was him, I would have left United in the summer, and a lot of this he would have kind of regained his confidence, and a lot of this probably wouldn't be happening. But yeah, I think it is a bit of a weird one, but it's part and parcel. He scored an own goal. Life will be life. I don't really know how else to sum it up with that.
Geez, for me, I feel like don't I hear what you're saying. He definitely shout to Cesno as well in the chat before I continue. Maguire definitely ain't getting picked off merit. Yeah, I definitely agree. That kind of goes back to what I'm saying about Southgate putting him, like putting him in the limelight and kind of putting heat on his head. But I feel like with Maguire, don't get me wrong, he's a decent player. Do you know what I'm saying? But like this is a lot, bro. Let me be real. Like obviously you're playing at the top level. You're getting booed by your own fans, your own country. You have your own pundits violating you. Like, bro, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's the kind of person I am. Like, but for me, that will have my head hot. Everybody's. I'm the center of memes. I'm the center of bands. Politicians in Africa are using me for jokes.
It's not the first time though. Kurt Zuma gets booed in every Premier League away stadium he goes to.
True.
For kicking a cat. People do worse things.
His one is hectic. He's linking Southgate's misses. Do you know what I found funny?
I think I said the saying wrong. I meant to say that Maguire isn't getting picked off merit. I think I might have said he's getting picked on merit. Right. Yeah, I don't know. He's getting picked off something definitely that isn't merit because he's not worthy of a starting place. There's a lot better centre backs in the world than him. He probably, as Cesno said, he probably is linking Southgate's. I don't know, man. He must have his nudes. I don't think he's linking his. He must have his nudes or something.
Anyone who's in the stream, who's watching now, if you're watching back, just please like the video, subscribe. Please, it does a lot for us. But yeah, with Southgate, Southgate. This is why I get so annoyed with England because Southgate he was a meaty defender. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't top level like the likes of your Rios, your Terry, but he was decent, like Maguire's type level. Do you get what I'm saying? And maybe that's why we have this cycle where we have a meaty defender feeling sorry, so he keeps picking the meaty defender. Do you know what I'm saying? But I sometimes when I look at England and the talent they have, I feel like, bro, the more and more Southgate is in charge, he's not gonna win nothing for England, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's not another mentality midget.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there. We'll see. Obviously, we got the Euros this next summer. So next summer. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, if he does well, he'll probably stay on. I feel like if he doesn't win, it might be time for him to call it quits. But as I was saying, Pogba's banned. Not banned. I think he's been provisionally banned or temporarily suspended. Taking testosterone, PEDs. So the anti-doping board have basically provisionally banned him. He could get banned up to 4 years. That's going to have a ripple effect because I'm even hearing stories of Thomas Partey being linked to Juve. So it's crazy, man. Obviously, Pogba, huge talent in terms of ability, like pure ability. I'm not talking about prime or like in terms of ability. He's probably one of the best players of this generation, if we're being honest. Midfield players of this generation. But it's so sad to see how his career has kind of gone in terms of the injuries, the controversies, and so on and so forth. Obviously, another former United player. I don't know what your take is.
I think his career is kind of part and parcel of what I think. If I'm being so real, I kind of look at Pogba's situation. I think if we just backtrack, I think maybe a year or a year and a half, his brother said that he was doing judge. Yeah. He won the World Cup. After he's won the World Cup, look at his career so far. He's left United. He's been injured at Juve. He's got fined for doping. I think it's a bit of a weird one. I think that's why I don't really want to, like, my synopsis on it, I don't think really matters too much because I think there's something beyond football. But I think maybe Pogba's his biggest woe is probably going to United with the kind of period of football we were in. But you know, he's always. I think a lot of people are talking about him and Madrid a lot. Did Madrid ever go in for him? You know, no. What were his better options? Did he kind of live up to the kind of stature or a stature of player that we were expecting at United? Probably not. You know, was he probably let down by the board and who we bought? Probably a bit, but he had a big part to play in, like Lukaku come in and some other players come in. So I don't know. I feel like it's part and parcel, but the real kind of asterisk that he has beside his name is the World Cup, really. Juventus and Serie A. I know he won a few Serie A's and Coppa Italia's, but on club level, like what was his highest Ballon d'Or finish? I know you're saying he's probably one of the best midfielders of his generation, but his trajectory, like peak and where he actually ended up, I think is very like there's a big depth, a big gap between the two.
Just even you're talking about Ballon d'Or. This is obviously, as you said, trajectory. This is somebody who won Golden Boy in 2013, so he was therefore seen to be the next, next big thing. Do you know what I'm saying? But
we gave him to Juve for free as a U player. We bought him back for maybe 100 million, and then he went again for free years after. So yeah, very very. There's a season this brother had like 9 assists after. I think he had 9 assists.
Yeah, after like 3 or 4 games. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and then ended up the season I think with 10 assists.
I think that was the season Ronaldo came back.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the season. He got I think it was like 4 assists in one game against Leeds or something, or 3.
But yeah, man, it's just.
I think it's just a bit unfortunate. Obviously, I don't want him to. Hopefully, he doesn't get banned. But if you're doing peds, bro, you're a pro. Like people.
I can't lie to you. I can't lie to you. I think his career is done, man.
I agree as well.
I think there's too much controversy, too many injuries. That if he actually gets banned, that's it. It's GG's for his career. But I don't think we'll see him kick a ball again. But that's just
unless he goes to Saudi or something.
You think Saudi? He'll still be banned in Saudi, no? Or is that
no? After the ban is over.
Okay, after the ban, yeah, I heard.
What, bro? Richard, thank you for that question, but it's not even. I don't even think it's close, bro. The impact that Bruno had is what we expected Pogba to have, without a shadow of a doubt. Bruno was captain in Pogba, I'm sure, games. Nah.
BJ was ready to lose. He said, "What?" Bro, Pogba's time at United versus Bruno's time at United, whose time was better?
Pogba won the Europa League, and what else did they win in that time? I think maybe a Community Shield.
Yeah, but trophies wise, he's got a better haul.
Yeah, but let's look at the kind of before we bought Bruno, we had Andres Pereira playing there. Bruno came in, I think he got in his first full season, I think he got like 18 goals. I think there was a season that he scored like had most goal contributions since Frank Lampard or something, I'm pretty sure. And so like I feel like obviously with Bruno, like I know a lot of people talk about his eye test, but the kind of boost he gave us in the time that we're in and the turmoil we're in, and I don't know what kind of judge him and Ole were doing, but in his peak at United, he was doing some phenomenal things, and I don't think Pogba ever really had some of those peaks.
First.
He had a season where he scored 15 goals, though, to be fair, Pogba. I'm pretty sure.
Just to go back onto the internationals, obviously, we're talking about Maguire scoring the OG. Bellingham, we touched on him last week about scoring 5 goals in 4 games, but I think he had a goal and assist on the weekend, and he got man of the match against Scotland. But man, this guy is he's such a talent, man. I think he'll be
one of the, I think if not the best English footballer in the last like 40, 50 years.
God knows.
Top 3.
I don't wanna gas it up, but I feel like this is when I look at his profile and the way this guy is currently playing, and he's only 20. I can see a Ballon d'Or in this guy's future, if I'm being honest, man. I feel like
without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah. I think if we win the Champions League with Madrid, and if they even win the league, I think he could win the Ballon d'Or, and he has a pivotal part to play in the boat. But if England win even the Euros, Nations League, and Madrid obviously win their domestics, I think he should be cushy for a Ballon d'Or, man. So Richard, what was your take? So do you think Pogba's time at United was better? I'm very intrigued. And if you do think it was better, off what?
BJ's heated. That comments got.
No, I'm just. The thing is, I hear everybody what people say about Pogba, but I think if you look at his time at United before and after Pogba, it's a very, very stark difference.
Better than best in the world. I said that myself. I feel like in the midfield, anyways. I don't know. You see, I obviously we're only 4 or 5 games into the season. I don't like jumping on a bandwagon, but right now, man, he definitely looks like the best midfielder in the world right now. If I'm being honest, in my opinion, anyway.
I think what we need to definitely as well add to the context we definitely need to add is that both managers in his club setup and his international setup are using him in his best position. I think there's a lot of times we've seen him play CM at Dortmund, seen him even kind of play in a double pivot. I think his best position is as an attacking mid, and you've seen when he played for England as an attacking mid, he absolutely bosses it. His frame is absolutely crazy to play against, I'd imagine. He kind of gives me even Yaya vibes. When he starts striding, it's very hard to take him down, and he has a knack of running late into the box.
I'm gonna bring up another English centre mid, and Dele Alli. That late run into the box, goal scoring midfielder. Good on the ball. Don't know, just got that dog in him. That's not to say.
Yeah. It's like, sorry for coming across. It's like somebody went and literally just cloned what Dele Alli was and just added better specs to it
Facts.
and made Bellingham. So I just want to show,
and it's the mentality as well that Bellingham has, bro.
Yeah,
at this age,
he speaks.
a
lot of people say
to go from Birmingham to a foreign country, Dortmund. Away from all your friends, all your family, and be focused. And then to now move to the biggest club in the world, Real Madrid, and hit the ground running the way he has, bro.
Yeah, I think it's his mentality is crazy. But I want to focus back onto what Richard is saying, but I want to show this as well whilst we talk, just to give a bit of context. So if we just kind of have a look at this here. So Pogba 157 appearances, Bruno 128 appearances. Pogba had 29 goals. Bruno already has already a lot more, I can say, in less games as well. And he's nearly caught up to his assist as well. And he's our club captain. He's worked his way up to the club captain quite shortly as well.
One thing I'll also say is positionally, Bruno plays a lot further forward.
Yeah, of course. No, definitely.
Consideration.
I definitely agree. But what I'm saying is, apart from his goal contributions, look at kind of like the vibe Fernandes gives to versus Pogba. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, like sound like Graham Souness, but Pogba, there was times he was fighting Mourinho, there's times he fell out with other managers, and great midfielders don't always go. Yeah, that's true, of course, but the best ones usually do.
I think the first few seasons he had, he made a huge impact in improving everyone playing around him. Also, they bought him originally to play around him, but
to build
around him. Apologies. I think with players he had around him, and ITES, it says way more. Great midfielders don't always score goals. In his opinion.
I agree, but I think the midfielder Pogba is almost the kind of the system that he would have played now. In the system he played when he was at United, it was a pivot. It was obviously 2 CDMs, him, Matic, or him, and whoever. But there was times he played as a 10, and I remember watching him. There was a lot of games where we struggled, but that is not even kind of the main thing I'm getting onto. I think Fernandes is a very, very stellar professional. I know a lot of people get onto him about how he goes on the pitch or how he acts, but I think he tries to lead by example a lot.
But I won't lie, he does about the professional thing. He does too much throwing his arms. And
okay, no, I get it. But what I'm trying to say is he's doing that for us to win. Like he's trying to help us win. And there's a lot of times I felt like Pogba was very disinterested in what was going on, and and even sometimes we lose. He's dancing in the dressing room. That's something I really
recently he was at Juve. He was injured and he ended up going on a skiing trip. So there's an element of unprofessionalism to Pogba. I can definitely agree with that.
A big part of unprofessionalism. So I just think, obviously, for me, like Bruno, I think he's been a catalyst to a lot of stuff that's been happening. But you are right in the sense of Pogba not really having players around him or great other midfielders beside him. But I do think he played with a lot of great players. He played with Ibrahimovic, Rooney, Cavani. There's a lot of good players he played with. So I think that's quite an easy cop out with Pogba. You know, Bruno didn't always have a good team. He was juggling out with McTominay and Fred.
Fred cost 60 million from Shakhtar though.
Nah, but still, like Fred, come on. Fred was a woeful midfielder, if you ask me. Just passion, really.
Moving away from Pogba and Bellingham, another young talent from Spain made these. I think he's the youngest player to ever play for Spain. Youngest player to ever play for Spain, and he scores on his debut.
He's really African though.
Lamine Yamal is definitely North African. I don't know what
Moroccan.
country. Yeah,
Moroccan.
But bro,
a lot of Spanish people aren't happy with him.
They want what?
They're not happy with. There's a video of him I've seen. He was in like, I think it must have been like a Spanish underage dressing room, and he had Morocco jersey. He must have been when the World Cup was on, and he was whipping it out and he was kissing it, and like all the Spanish players were like messing with him. But obviously, like, you know, Spain is a place that's synonymous for being enablers of racismo. So yeah, it's nothing to be kind of soft by. But yeah, I think he's a great player. But I think what we need to try to do is, like, a lot of these players have really, really high, like, there's a lot of pressure on these players with the name that they have. Brother's only 16, bro.
The way he's playing at 16, I even saw him I saw him play in the league. Came on, had like an assist. He basically changed the game when he came on in the league. I can't remember who they played. I think it could have been Villarreal. I can't remember. But the brother is going to be a talent. As we said, he's only 16. But you know, we always have to be very careful, as you said, bro. These young players, like, it can, like, one little thing, an injury, you know, bad manager, you know, bad run of form could really affect them. So obviously, you don't want to scrutinize them too much or put too much pressure on their shoulders. But
that's exactly
right now, I'm looking at him and he looks tough, bro.
He's a very good player. I think what it is as well is, like, you players just have no fear, no time. Don't really care about, like, who my man is. They're just trying to get at you, trying to burn you. So
facts. It's cold. Richard says, I hear it though. I think this is in regards to Pogba. I hear it though, but this falling out with managers came from empty promises from the club. If we put two teams side by side, Bruno should have done way more in terms of trophies. But we'll see how far Bruno can take United. He's going to be here for a while, so we see. Thanks, lads. Thanks, Richard, for the interactions as well, man.
Can you drop the link, bro? Is it possible to drop the link in the chat in case anybody wants to hop on?
Yeah. Let me do that now.
But yeah, Rich, thank you so much for the chat, bro. I think it's very good to engage with everybody else that's watching, because it's kind of tiring just hearing us two talk sometimes. But yeah, it will be interesting. I think Bruno's already paid dividends. I think he cost 60 million. He's cheaper than Pogba again. So yeah, I think he's already kind of paid his dues, really. But I think, you know, even last year he captained us to our first trophy since the last trophy that we won with Pogba. So I think he's kind of definitely showed why he's been picked for captain, and yeah, I think he's respected in the dressing room as well. So also, I feel like if Pogba didn't play for United, I feel like he'd be like, everybody would say he's such a good midfielder.
But I'm not even trying to send for United, but I am also sending. But man, I've seen United kill too many players, bro. Like, too many. Like,
kill players. I don't think we've even killed the players. I don't think the players just really did themselves any justice. Like, a lot of these players that you said, like Sancho did not do himself any justice. You know what I mean? Like, we've made loads of players. Garnacho, Ronaldo, Rooney.
But even the way Ronaldo was treated when he came back, for me, that wasn't great.
He left the match early.
But yeah, I just posted the link. I'm gonna pin it as well. I posted it on my actual YouTube, so it's this comment here. If anybody would like to join, you know, drop their little 2 cents. Feel free to do so. But moving on, Boniface, Nigeria striker, first player since Haaland. I mean, only player, him and Haaland, to win Rookie of the Month and Player of the Month, basically in the same month.
How's this brother a rookie, man?
Obviously, it's his first season in Bundesliga.
Oh, okay. I thought
So that's how they rank it.
Oh
So
no, this guy's born in 2000.
yeah, I don't know
Stop
about that. I don't
joking.
know about that. Yeah,
I
I
wish I
don't know
didn't.
about.
I wish I did check this.
But I won't lie, yeah, bro. It's normal.
No,
It's normal though. Bare people have like football ages and actual ages, man. Not even
guys,
just Africans.
drop. I want everybody to give me their 2 cents in the comment section right now. Does this brother look 22? Yes or no? That's why just drop a Y or N, whichever you guys think.
You sharing the screen?
Wait, 1 second. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Chai.
Victor Boniface. Victor Boniface. This brother is not 22.
This guy got the cruddiest picture too, bro. This guy is
This
deep.
guy is not 22. Richard, I know you know he's not 22.
Listen.
Richard
That's our
knows.
guy, though. That's our guy.
Yeah, he's that guy. Yeah. Next time.
Yo,
Super
guy,
talent.
23 is
Bro.
crazy, but still, listen. It might just be the conditions in Nige, like.
Bro, they're trying to blame the Emagoyin in Nigeria for this one.
Yo, but yeah, man. As I said, first player. Sorry, not first player. I keep saying first player. Him and Haaland are the only players to win Rookie of the Month, basically, in the Bundesliga, and Player of the Month in the same month. So I feel like he's going to be a huge talent. He's got 4 goals in 3 games in the league. He scored a goal for his country yesterday. So he's definitely one that you guys should look out for and just keep tabs on in terms of how he performs and his trajectory. And that kind of leads me into kind of talking about the big game in the Bundesliga this weekend. Leverkusen against Munich, both of them on 9 points, so it's
Big
about
shout out.
at the top. Alonso going against his old team. I just want to quickly talk about Alonso. Obviously, when he joined Leverkusen last season, they were in the relegation zone. He's brought them, I believe they're in Europe this season. He's done wonders, and I feel like he's even taken them to the next level. He's got Granit Xhaka in the summer. He got Boniface and a couple other players that are in their starting 11, but they look very tidy. They've lost a couple of their big players over the past few years. Havertz,
very well.
Havertz, Diaby, Bailey, amongst a few. So yeah, man.
He's kind of rejuvenated a lot of players as well, though. Florian Wirtz is rejuvenated. Boniface obviously is taking this league by storm. Obviously, we mentioned Granit Xhaka, a player that I was fond of at his time. I like Xhaka. But yeah, there's also a few other players. His son, Mate Kovar from United, the young keeper that plays from back, like football from the back. Edmund Tapsoba as well. So there's a few players in there that are actually quite quality.
Tapsoba's a quality centre back, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's going to be an interesting game. I'm 99% chance of me tuning into that tomorrow. So I'll definitely try and watch it.
Oh yeah, they got Nate and Teller as well, actually.
I think that game's tomorrow. It could be at 8 o'clock. I'm not too sure what time they do the German kickoff. What time? Yeah, 7:30 kickoff. So if any of you guys want to tune into that, but yeah, that kind of bridges us into the Premier League games. Premier League is back. Finally, man, no more fucking boring internationals. I don't know what game.
Oh, actually, Richard, do you not want to jump on? Let me actually text him. Sorry for coming across to you.
Yeah, Premier League, man. To be honest, I'm gonna start with top of the table. Oh, it's a top of the table clash. I was gonna start with top of the table because City obviously top of the table, but I think second in the league right now is West Ham. They might not be. I know they're not, they're fourth, but they're all at 10 points, tied 10 points with Arsenal, Tottenham, and Liverpool. But City against West Ham. West Ham have been flying high. I saw pictures this morning of Jesse Lingard training with West Ham, and obviously today is the free transfer deadline. I mean, the Premier League registration deadline. So they might actually get him in. And I know that he was playing pretty steady with them. The last time he was out there, he was quite good.
Yeah. I'm going to introduce man Richard onto our podcast.
See you, man.
What's up, Richard? You good?
How's it going, lads? How's it going?
What's it
How's it
saying?
going?
It's
Let's talk
good
football.
now. You can
I'm
actually
good, man.
defend yourself. You can defend yourself and your stance on the Bruno and Pogba situation.
Yeah, man. Let's talk.
So what, if we go back a bit, sorry for cutting across you, Sadiq, as well.
No, I was just gonna say, I appreciate you hopping on, man.
Yeah, no worries, man. I've been meaning to come on. I've been hearing you about the podcast and things look good and stuff like that. So
yeah, man.
Hop on to the...
Thank you for making your BFB debut.
So yeah, man.
yeah.
Pogba versus Bruno. What you think? Pogba's a better? Are you a United fan?
Yeah, United fan, man.
So you think Pogba's a better player than Bruno?
Yeah, I just think that like he just brought way more to the table. Like when it came to the actual on-field eye test, I don't know. I feel like with Bruno, he does bring the goals. Like at the start, he brought a lot of goals. I think that's what made him at United at the very, very start. He brought the goals. He definitely did bring the goals. And I think once that died down, you started seeing his actual playing style. Like he doesn't receive the ball too much. He likes the long ball. Does it come off?
Showtime.
Like
7
out of 10 times it might come. Like, you know what I mean? That might come off, might not come off. The top six doesn't seem as a wow factor. Like some of the we come against, like we saw again versus Arsenal, he didn't play very well. And it you just think like why does he not want to receive the ball? Why doesn't he want to be that center man that everyone wants him to be in those times? You get what I mean? So I think that's where like the superstar player like that Pogba was in big games like that. Like I remember Man City playing even the likes of Arsenal. If Pogba was playing on the pitch, like we know that Pogba was playing on the pitch. It wasn't like, oh, where is Pogba? Like, do you know what I mean? I think later down the season, like let's say like coming towards when you have to leave.
Yeah.
Was where Pogba was probably, I would say he's really done with the club. You see with Martial now, like Martial is a quality player. I feel like in the right team, in the right club, he would do well. But at United, it just isn't
not working.
But
I think Sadiq covered on it quite well earlier on. Yeah,
so,
I think Sadiq covered on it quite well a bit early on. That there's a lot of players that come to us and we kind of halt their career or stagnate their career through our style of play. And I don't think United for a long time have been a type of team. Yeah, I don't think for a long time United have been a team that play beautiful football. And I think there's a struggle between us trying to play the beautiful football we envision ourselves seeing versus the hero ball that we played through Bruno, Rashford, and those type of players. And I think for me, how I can just sum it up is that I think everybody has an ideology or a vision of what they want to see. And I think Pogba was one of those players. Like you say Pogba's name, and sometimes his name stood more weight than what he actually did on the pitch. There was times Pogba were missing a lot as well. And I think at the time when we had Bruno come into our team, he was such a catalyst in regards to goals and assists. And there was also games he had played very well. But now, I think now that those goals are drying up, people are definitely kind of pointing the finger and kind of looking at his overall game, where sometimes he actually does stink. But I think, take him out of that United team, look at how he plays for Portugal and look at his performances in the World Cup. I think he's a top quality player. And I think, I think his time at United is... Bro, look at his stats, bro. He was going ham in the World Cup, bro. Look at his ratings, his match rating at every single game. I think he dropped to 8 every game.
Did he play much though? I don't even remember him playing much.
Bruno Fernandes.
I don't remember seeing him much.
Maybe
no. There was one game that he actually played. I remember, but
that was hitting the crossbar from maybe.
I hear. Like I don't know. I just feel like the tens right now. Like he's at the peak of his career. Like he's at his prime now. Let's say like. And he gave him like a 7-year contract already at his prime. Let's say, like, I think for one that's a bad contract to be given someone who's already in their peak that hasn't showed us that they can actually take a team to win certain trophies. Like we had the Europa League final.
Yeah.
Well, how much time did he have? Like how many Europa League finals did he have now? Like in his, I think Bruno had like maybe like
I think he had like
one.
I think he's had one with United, yeah.
Yeah, 1 or 2, whatever, maybe, yeah. And like, it's just been stinker. I think he had one with Oli, And then what was it? And last season we had a good run where we could have
Yeah,
we could
but
have
that
easily
was
been to the final again. We got knocked out.
that was Maguire. I think that was mostly Maguire and De Gea that had the stinkers there. But even Bruno Fernandes World Cup 4 matches, played 4 matches, 2 goals, 3 assists.
No. I'm looking at. I've
Not
actually
too
gone
bad,
onto
not too bad.
football and I've looked at his
Yeah,
ratings
football. Bro,
in the group stages. Yeah, he was for the first 2 games. He was probably arguably man of the match for at least one of them. In the quarterfinal, he played very well as well. I mean, sorry, in the round of 16, he played very well. So yeah, it was decent in the quarterfinal as well, amongst the bad bunch. So I could get with that. But
yeah, okay.
when I look at Pogba and I look at Bruno, I look at Pogba and I feel like Pogba wasn't really given the team that he needed. He was a lot of the time played out of position. They played him as a DM or as a double pivot, and that's not his position.
100%.
Do you know what I'm saying? If he had the same license to kind of spam passes the way Bruno does, I think he would be a lot more effective. Bruno's a good player, but I feel like the reason why he's so good is because he has so much freedom inside that poor United squad. I feel like if someone like Pogba had that kind of freedom, or if Bruno was around other players, he might not be as. If Bruno was around better players, he might not be as good as he looks now, in my opinion.
Yeah, I get you, but I think bear in mind, Richard, I'm pretty sure you would remember there was a season that Pogba played 10, he scored 15 goals, a lot of them were penalties. And let's not forget that when Bruno came in, that season where he came in January, Pogba was on the team. It wasn't like Bruno was playing without Pogba. Pogba was there, but obviously there was a lot of times that Pogba was, maybe injured and they didn't play. Do you know what I mean? So all of these things.
I also think that even when he was there, when Pogba, that's a good point you brought up, because even when Pogba was there, I think there was time.
Sorry to interrupt you. When Pogba was there, when he was playing with Pogba, bro, this is what I'm saying about they're playing Pogba out of position. When he came, they forced him to hold. Pogba's not a holding player. Because he's tall and he's black and he looks like
of course.
That's not the type of player he is, bro. When he was playing in Juventus and he was playing at the top of the diamond, we saw what he was doing. Do you know what I'm saying?
10. Yeah, I hear 15, 20 goals a season. I hear, but there was a season he scored 13. But says no, fully fit Pogba, played 35 games, won as a sub, 13 goals. So there's been times he's played as a 10. I just feel like the price tag he had, we need to factor that in. Price tag he had when he came from United, when he came from Juve to United, the stature of play he was in comparison to Bruno at the time was he eclipsed Bruno. That transfer was, bro. They had Lukaku was doing this in the video, man.
Yeah,
I've never seen that.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, yeah, but you can't. He don't dictate his price tag, bro. That's the price United wanted to pay for him.
Yeah, what I'm saying is
you man pay crazy piece for a lot of players. So if you want to get, I just told you about Fred 100%. Earlier. You paid 60 million euros for Fred, bro.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
that's just United, man.
What I'm saying, we already covered. I think it was like 8 pounds. But what I'm saying is, what were we just talking about just there? What was the last thing you just said there? Who was speaking last?
The impact. I think you said something about the impact. Goals.
Yeah. Okay.
I forgot.
It slipped my mind. It slipped my mind. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like what I was gonna say is, even though Pogba does not dictate his price tag, the higher the price, the more you expect from a player naturally. That's why Anthony gets stick. That's why Pepe got stick at the time. The more you spend on a player, it's a price tag. It's
100%. That's football. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying these players don't determine their price tag, bro. They're not the ones paying the money. They just play ball, and then a club comes and say, "We want you. We're gonna pay X amount of money."
Yeah,
that's not. Yeah. It's not Pogba's fault. He cost 100 million. Is what I'm trying to say, my bro.
Yeah, no, I get you. I heard that.
And I feel like even for his price tag, like if you're gonna spend what you spent on Pogba, and then later not buy anyone of significance player like that, you can't blame Pogba. Like United got to a stage where now it's just a thing of we buy one player, we're expecting that one player to just feed like 10 players and score a goal. This is not
what Pogba.
If you look at teams right now, like Brighton, even Arsenal, for instance, now, Arsenal were in the same boat at one point. Like they were just doing poor each season. They were just doing poor. they started signing players that actually gel together, use some of their academy players, and then started now they're starting to even buy like players that they like need, like not just you're buying a big name and expecting him to skill like
it's something that's there for a purpose.
And it's catapulted Arsenal now to being a title contending team, in my opinion. I can think they're a title contending team. They almost won almost won the league last season.
No, definitely.
The problem is with United is the transfer strategy, as you said, my bro. So like United don't have a lot of top clubs away from a manager. They have a transfer strategy, but the thing is, United put a lot of their transfer business in the hands of the manager. So what happens when managers change, and you know a manager is going to have a certain type of profile that he wants, such as Mourinho. Mourinho likes big physical players, so he got your Matic, he got your Pogba, he got your Bailly.
Fred, he bought Fred as well.
He got Lukaku as well. So at the end of the day, when a club likes to keep giving the power to the manager and keep getting those managers players, is what happens when that manager leaves. Now a new manager with new philosophy. Is going to want something different. But what you see with clubs like Brighton, the reason why they do so well is because they have a philosophy. They know what they want to do from the ownership. And then what happens is the manager is either you're on board or you're not on board. So they bring in a manager that's going to fit in that particular philosophy. And that's what I see with United and the transfer business. It's wild. Sometimes you pay too much. Sometimes you offer too little. Sometimes you take too long for a player. Sometimes you go in too quick. It's just a scattergun approach.
But what I definitely, even what you said in kind of like a whole holistic view, is like obviously if different managers are coming in and buying different players and systems, or for different systems that they have, what happens is everybody becomes disjointed. But what I think is so crazy is that the stature of United, and for a club that had a manager of Sir Alex Ferguson, tenure or his reign for so long, for that style of play not to continue after his departure is ridiculous. Because I know now with Pep leaves City, they probably won't have the same kind of like panache or whatever, like star-studdedness that they have now. But I'm definitely certain the kind of the philosophy that he has will have some sort of imprint on them in the long term. So it's quite crazy. I don't know, man. Like these teams have to implement styles away from managers that will be continuous after that manager's let go or sack. Richard, thank you so much for hopping on. I don't know if we're doing. I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've turned into the United view, man.
We're gonna do PR predictions.
Appreciate you hopping on, Richard, my guy.
No worries, man.
And don't be a stranger, man.
Yeah, hop on again at any time, man.
Nah, no worries, man. No worries.
Start getting these promo runs. You're launching your own thing soon as well, no?
I don't know. We'll see what holds, but we'll see. Keep hopping on anyways.
Keep us updated anyways, man.
Nice one, my guy.
No problem.
No, bro.
No, love.
Never, bro. Safe.
Never.
Who bought Maguire? I couldn't tell you. I think that
Ole.
18 million, brother. No difference between United and Chelsea. I think Chelsea's is a lot. I know he said I hear it, but Chelsea's is a lot more. It's crazy. This is like United's business. It has no there's no, you can't really explain it. It's scattergun. But Chelsea are actually just trying to buy as much players as possible under 25.
Chelsea are playing.
And put them on 360 deals for 8 years, and hopefully these players come good. Which for me is a big risk.
So Chelsea are playing. You know when you play FIFA career mode and you say, "Give me financial takeover."
Sugar daddy. They're playing sugar daddy.
Sugar daddy. Not even FM, bro. For career mode, FM, they can a team can vex you a bit. Like career mode, them ones. If you pay the right price, you're getting the player, bro. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, you look at Chelsea's team. They spent £1 million. I'm not too sure if that's not a billion. Sorry, $1 billion. I'm really not too certain if that's £1 billion or £1 billion naira, because you look at their starting 11, bro. Their starting 11 stinks. Their starting 11 stinks, bro.
You said $1 billion naira.
$1 billion naira, bro. Bro, what the hell is going
on? You know what? Yeah, this guy is true as well. I even forgot about that. There's a reason why I was going to be on you today. I forgot about Anthony. But to be honest, you're United fan, innit?
Bro, United are stupid.
Your club is looking great. Your club is looking like a mess right now. You just got away with the Greenwood thing. Greenwood, you shot him off to Getafe after you tried to reinstate him. Anthony now is another one that is doing the punching up, the punching bag thing. The the wife beater stuff is a madness. But me, I don't want to talk too much about.
What I find so crazy about the situation is like, at the end of the day, we're still a football club. You're saying statements. No, just hear me out. I'm talking about us United. At the end of the day, our football, we don't get 3 points for doing the morally correct thing. We get 3 points for putting the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah,
bro, why have we dropped Sancho and we dropped Anthony and we're playing against going against Bayern Munich and Brian in the next 2 games?
Let me.
It doesn't make sense.
I just want to say something, because you see with this controversy, this Greenwood, Anthony, Giggs, there's a lot of, I feel like makes me think about the culture at United, and maybe it's rotten, but at the same time, as a man, I also want to kind of say that I'm not backing no one, but it's so messed up the way that once somebody is even alleged to do something, more than half of the people already are writing him off and think that he's done it. But I don't want to dive too deep into it, but I think
I sorry for cutting across. I think what you're saying is it's funny because some people are like, oh my god, let's be all woke and stuff, bro. In the world is if somebody's been accused of something, they're not proven until they're proven guilty. They're innocent, really, until the mass went.
But it's so funny. I kind of agree, but what it works like now is guilty until proven innocent.
Until proven innocent, exactly.
That's how it kind of works.
But okay, let's put a clear barrier. Okay, there's a difference between Greenwood, where you've seen physical harm being done to somebody, but what I'm saying is with like even the Sancho situation, why are we dropping Sancho, or why are we saying things publicly? Like, look at Arsenal. The party had a kind of stigma around him. Bissouma had it at Brighton. Until your players charged, why would you start coming out and saying, "Oh, public statement"? We're making our team worse. We have injured players already. I just don't get it. Like, obviously now we've been charged. The woman says, I've so and so. It's crazy, bro. United are not the first football team to
a few Chris Eubanks at United. Few Eubanks, few Conor
What about Partey? What about
him?
What about you're not talking about what he did as well?
Bro, but why are you coming for me? Why you say fuck me for? Talk to he supports Liverpool. He don't support us.
Titosin, don't start that crap here, brother.
Why you say fuck me for?
Don't start. We support it.
Why you say fuck me for? This guy came for me. What? With all the controversy, it's not surprising the players make no season vets.
Bro, Trent Alexander.
This is what I say about the culture, because, this. Like even Giggs, like back in the day, and I'm seeing Scholes eating his kids' toenails on Twitter. I'm like, what? Like, who's the
world is gone.
These guys, you know what I'm saying? Too messy.
We've known that from time.
I'm desperate to stop talking about United, man. Me
too. Guys, can you guys all do us a favor? We're trying to run a new agenda on our Twitter page. We've invested in some funds on our Twitter page, and we're trying to do some Twitter Spaces. We need to confirm exactly what days we're doing, but I've dropped the link. I don't know why it's not going.
Jump to the chat.
Yeah, the Twitter, if you don't mind.
The link. Sometimes the chat blocks links. I'll post the Twitter page in the chat, and also, please, guys, if you could, whilst we're at it, if you could join our Discord. Obviously, the main thing of ballforbetter is to create a community, and I feel like the best way for us to actually, kind of get that rolling is through Discord. So if you guys can join our Discord, that's where we're gonna update when we post on our social medias, when we're going live. That's where we're gonna start getting people who want to come on with us, and just a lot of exciting stuff. So I'm gonna post a link now as well. But yeah, let's get back to the predictions. Let's finish. Let's drop our prediction for. Oh, that's the wrong link.
The personal.
That's the one thing. You can follow that as well, because my Twitter is literally brand new. So, but yeah, with City, West Ham, might as well just throw down the predictions. Little, if you have anything to say, let's just go through that. I haven't got too much to say. As I said, West Ham have been playing. They've been quite warm. Obviously, we've seen Ward-Prowse, who's been
Thank you, Michael.
pretty decent for them and whatnot.
Michael Stevens, Party had to pay under the table. Yeah, United should be paying under the table as well. Why aren't we at that table, mate? Pay under that effing table, bro. You said Party had paid under the table. You know, he's kept the stuff secret. If now Arsenal say, or now Partey is found guilty of what he's done, they'll obviously drop him. But why would they take matters into their own hand when they don't know what's going on?
All right. So for me, I'm gonna predict. Sorry, I don't know who's at home between. Can you just get those?
I'll go on football. Yeah, I'll go on football. 1 second, bro.
While I take down the predictions.
So,
West Ham at home. It's West Ham at home.
So
I'm.
Why did you start with that game though?
Because top of the table, probably the two. Like obviously,
yeah,
City are first. City are first. West Ham on 10 points. Probably.
Yeah, I'm going
one of the biggest games this weekend. So I'll go 2-1 to City.
I'm going 3-1 City.
Okay. Might as well move on to your game because that'll probably be the next biggest game in my eyes. United at home against Brighton. I'm just going to go straight into the prediction I've spoken of about your team. United, Brighton at home. You know what? Yeah, I don't think Brighton will win that game. I'm going to go 2-2.
Well, I'll tell you something that's crazy, bro. We played Brighton 3 times last year. 3 times. And the only time we scored against them was with McAllister. So the only time we scored against Brighton last year, when Liverpool players scored for us. How is that crazy? Or am I just bugging, bro?
Yeah,
played them 3 times. I think Brighton have become somewhat of a bogey team for us. So I'm gonna go just because it's my pride and I wanted to go 1-0 United.
1-0 to United. Okay. Everton, Arsenal. Arsenal away at Everton. I actually predicted Everton to go down, and I can't lie, bro. The more and more I see them, the more stinky they look, bro. But to be honest, they did play fairly well in their last game. Danjuma was looking warm. Pickford had a triple save that was pretty good. So maybe it might not all be doom and gloom for them, but I'm gonna go 3-0 Arsenal. For some reason, I feel like
3-0 Arsenal. Oh my god!
I feel like we're better. I feel like we're better. We're better away than we are at home.
You guys are not winning that game. 1-1.
Okay.
Have you won a game in Goodison in the last four visits? Go do your research, bro.
Yeah. I hear you.
That's a bogey team. That's there's hoodoo or whatever that kind of saying is.
My team is don't like your team, bro. Keep it up, bro. I posted. I'm a pin the Twitter link.
You didn't post that, I don't think.
Oh man, days it showed that I posted.
Yes, God.
I'm
glad Richard said that because that's how bipolar United are. We'll either win 2-1 or lose like 4-1 or 4-0. It really just depends on how awake we are. At least it's not early kickoff because goddamn we would have got beat 5-0.
What's your prediction for the Arsenal game?
1-1.
1-1. Okay.
No, sorry, 2-2. I'm gonna go 2-2. Beto's going 2. Beto! That's how I'm gonna dance on the weekend. Beto.
Where do we go next? Liverpool, or Wolves, first game of the weekend. Wolves at home, Liverpool away.
Liverpool Wolves. I feel like that's usually a bit of a blockbuster, but Wolves are thinking this season. I'm going 4-1 Liverpool. 4-1 Liverpool.
Okay, 4-1 Liverpool. I'm gonna go 3-1 Liverpool. Villa Palace.
Goal scoring draw for me, 2-2. Oh no, wait. Do Villa have enough power? I think Villa are getting into things a bit now. I want to go Villa win 2-1 Villa. Guys, how the point systems work is if you predict the right score and the right prediction. So let's say, for example, you say 3-1. I think you get 3 points, don't you?
Yeah, right score. If you predict the right score, you get 3 points. If you predict the right result, you get 1 point. If you get it wrong, it's no points.
Yeah,
So
what we should do is we should do a little leaderboard if we can get some infographics for that. We could quite sick.
Yeah. Okay, I'll work on that behind the scenes. Villa Palace. What did you say you want? Did you
Villa Palace? I'm going 2-1 Villa. 3-1 Villa. 3-1 Villa actually. I'm going 3-1
Villa at home
I hope Ollie Walker. I hope
bro,
everybody's well. I hope you guys
I was just about to say that.
The ball for better PFL.
Yo,
Yeah,
Ollie
man,
Watkins, man, he needs to come.
This is my last game. This is my last game with Ollie Watkins. If he doesn't buy me, he's out of there.
Bro, you know that way there. You know that way there.
Bro, I benched Ferguson the last game in the Premier League. I benched Ferguson for what's the guy's name? Watkins, bro. I was so pissed, man. Ferguson got 17 points, chilling on my bench, bro, collecting dust. Crazy. What game is next? I'm gonna get my prediction early.
I haven't done mine.
Palace Villa.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, Palace are looking decent. I'm gonna go 2-2.
Don't worry, Richard. I'm gonna tally up your points. Well, when the results come out, I'm gonna go back on this video and see if you got any right and if you didn't.
Fulham Luton is the next one. I got Luton winning 2-1.
That's 3 points for me. I'll go Fulham 15-0.
Guys,
if you guys don't
I say I'm locking it in, yeah.
No. Obviously lock that in the low room. Give me 2-0. Give me 2-0 Fulham, please. Give me 2-0 Fulham. Man, bro, you see Paulina, they gave him a new contract. Come on, man. Fulham, they eat out here, bro.
Bro, how did they manage? Bro, how did they not sell that guy that they gave him a new contract on top?
Obviously, they're saying we allowed you to go to a move, we gave you exit, you didn't go, you're still here, sign a contract, bro. Or no, you're not playing. Imagine that's literally what they're gonna say to him, sign a contract, you're not playing. Well, obviously they can say you're not playing, but him too, all he needs to really do is wait until January and then they can go to Bayern again, but I don't know, man. I think it'd be sad if the Premier League lost a player like him. I think Paulina is an absolute coup.
Oh, actually, the what's the called link is in both the Discord and the Twitter link is in the description. I should have said that initially instead of me trying to spam the link in the chat. But both of the links are in the description. Please make sure you go into the description and follow the TikTok. Follow all the socials, but the Twitter and the Discord, especially Twitter, we're going to be running weekly spaces, could be bi-weekly when the Champions League starts. So yeah, make sure to lock in and make sure to tune into those. 5-0 to Fulham, Michael says. Yo, you man don't rate Luton. To be honest, yeah.
Let's go, Michael.
I know I'm a Luton fan, but I'm not particularly confident after seeing them play. I feel like they've got a couple players that can, score goals, like Carlton Morris, Adebayo, Ogbena is even looking a bit decent. But the problem is defensively, bro. They've scored a game They've scored in both of 2 of their 3 games.
Morrison scored 1, and then the centre back scored 1 though.
Yeah,
I don't think
they're still scoring. They're still scoring, and you have to understand this is their first. If compared to Burnley, what's Burnley like? Burnley had they scored? They scored 1 goal, is it? Oh no, they scored a few. They scored in every game.
Burnley scored a few, bro.
But they scored hold on. Scored 1. No, they didn't score against City. They scored 2 against Tottenham, and 1 against Villa.
Cameron Archer has the same goal.
So they have one goal more than Luton, bro.
Cameron Archer has the same amount of goals as Luton this season.
No, he doesn't.
He has 2 goals.
No,
scored 2. Oh, Oh, you might as well have had 2 goals. That might as well have been.
Yeah, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. You don't have 2
Lucky.
goals.
They need a striker. Those 2 guys are not Ogbene as well. I rate Ogbene. We're obviously both have a lot of links to Ireland. Ogbene is not it, bro. You're for the Premier League, if I'm being so real with you, like in that setup. If you could get me a team that played decent football, you'd actually probably be a very good outlet. But in that 5 midfield, whatever 5 they're doing,
yeah, that's the problem. That's and I won't lie, yeah, they have a captain that they trust too much. That Tom Lockett guy looks like a liability, if I'm being honest. But
the whole team looks like
that tree at the back, bro. I won't lie. Even actually, you know what? That's gonna take me on to my next game, Bournemouth Chelsea. 3 at the back. I won't lie. I don't know how that works. For me, it doesn't work in the Premiership no more. You know, you have Chelsea playing 3 at the back. They're playing Chilwell left wing. I'm hearing a lot of stories about it. It's because Nkunku's out. That's the reason why we're playing like this. But one player injury should not make you change your team to where your left back is playing left wing. After you spent £1 billion, that makes 0 sense.
It doesn't at all, does it? It's very poor. Sense.
But
I think with Poch, I think Nkunku's injury just kind of scarred his brains, but I don't know how we can scar it to that extreme. No top 6 team right now is playing 5 at the back, and I said top 6 on purpose because Chelsea are not a top 6 team now, and I need Chelsea fans to know that from the get-go. I actually have beef with Chelsea fans. They keep talking absolute crud in my ears, man. It's so annoying because they have no reason to talk as well. They finished like
Saicedo's come to Chelsea is looking like just some any guy. Sunday league.
Lavia as well, because Lavia hasn't even played, but there's a few players that
Lavia hasn't played because
I know, yeah,
no fitness.
Bro. Yeah, and what about Nico?
He was not in. He was not injured, bro. He was a burger. Yeah, no fitness, bro. Nico Jackson looking like Black Verna. It's all mad right now.
Looking like Michael Jackson or Jermaine Jackson.
It's all mad right now, bro. Fam, £1 billion.
I hate when Chelsea fans are talking my ears, but it just won't spoil broad like this, bro. Kane's trying to tell me about Chelsea. Where are you?
So what are we saying? Bournemouth, Chelsea, Bournemouth at home.
2-1 Bournemouth.
I won't lie, I'm going the exact same, bro. Bro, just since Bournemouth gave us that game last year, and I've been watching Billing. Billing is he's very good at getting
my God. Billing is a player, but there's a lot.
I'm buying into them.
That team is stacked with talent. Actually, I'm glad you said that because I need to give a shout out to Adoni Ariola. That's the manager, bro. I really like that guy because he actually speaks with a bit of enthusiasm when I hear him speak. But they picked up Mac Aarons. They already got Tyler Adams from. They replaced what's this guy's name that just went to Jefferson Lerma. They replaced Jefferson Lerma with Tyler Adams, and I think that's a very good steady replacement. But the likes of David Brooks, Dom Solanke is turning into an established Premier League striker. Solanke is turning into an established Premier League striker, and I'm so happy for him, bro, because he actually deserves it. He's been out and out. He's been a workhorse in the Premier League. Luis Sinisterra from Leeds picked him up as well. So I think Bournemouth are a very tricky side, and I don't think a lot of people are giving them the kind of recognition or kind of shout outs that they might be entitled to come the end of the season, bro.
I hate they're rebuilding, but they've spent £1 billion, bro.
I'm not trying to even hear it. I'm not trying to hear it.
They've spent £1
billion. They spent £1 billion, and their team still looks like it doesn't look any better, bro. Like their starting 11 is just shocking, bro. There's no signs of anything worse. Even Enzo, bro. I'm so sorry, bro. I'm not even trying to hear this Enzo malarkey, bro. Get that guy on my face, man. I think he's a cheeseburger. He needs to get some match fitness, bro. I don't think he looks that fit to me, bro. Anytime I see him, he looks like he's always blown.
So we have what's it called next? Newcastle against Brentford.
Newcastle at home or
where? Newcastle are at home. Yeah, Newcastle at home.
I'm going.
You go.
No, you go first. Actually, I've been going first last week.
I'm gonna go 3-2 Newcastle.
What did you say? 3-1 Newcastle.
3-2.
I'm gonna go 4-1 Newcastle. I think they've been having a bad few run of games, and I feel like they're waiting for it. Like especially with this international break, I think they're gonna come back with the kind of the tails up.
I think is Brentford are they're no slouches. That's the thing.
Nah, that's the thing as well. That's what I'm saying. One goal.
So what do you say? 4-1, yeah.
Well, they're getting Burmo. Yeah, 4-1.
But yeah. Okay, we got one more game. Spurs against Sheffield. Oh no, 2 more games. My bad. Richard says that's today's market. He's talking in regards to Chelsea, but I want to see them play United. Will be a good watch. The battle of the Medes. 2-2.
See what you're making them say, Rich.
2-2. He's predicting.
Oh God.
Spurs against Sheffield. I'm gonna go to 3-1 Spurs.
Spurs against Sheffield. Yeah.
Spurs at home as well.
Yeah, true.
And then the last game, Forest against Burnley. Forest at home. I'm gonna go 1-0 Forest. I will need probably.
3-1 Forest. 3-1 Forest.
Right.
3-1 Forest.
We've pretty much gone the same way for all of them, except from I predicted a draw for United. You predicted a win. I predicted a win for Luton. You predicted a win for Fulham. I predicted a draw. Palace, Wolves. You predicted
Arsenal. Arsenal. I predicted you guys to lose.
Oh yeah. In the Arsenal game.
Don't forget that.
Chill out, fella. But yeah, before we wrap up, the 12-man list for FIFA Best Awards was released. I didn't see any I didn't see any United players.
Rashford robbed, mate.
Sorry, my bad. That wasn't necessary.
Rashford was robbed.
What you say? Fuck me for?
Rashford was robbed. Wait. Actually, go on to the AFCON, bro. We didn't talk about AFCON teams. Talk about FIFA. Who cares about our best 11 rubbish, man? Let's talk about our home countries, bro.
What do you mean AFCON?
Burkina Faso. The teams that got confirmed. You're from Burkina Faso, no?
Yo, really? That means his head is scattered in FIFA Best nominees, Julian Alvarez, obviously he won the treble and the World Cup. Marcelo Brozovic, I think Croatia got to the semi-final of the World Cup. De Bruyne, Gundogan, Erling Haaland, Rodri, Kavica Kvaratskhelia, Kylian Mbappe, Messi, who I think will probably win this, and Ballon d'Or, fingers crossed. Victor Osimhen of Niger, Declan Rice, Arsenal player, and Bernardo Silva. So those are the 12 for the FIFA Best. But yeah, that's pretty much me. I don't know if there's a whole lot else I wanted to really cover today.
I think I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I think we've
just before we finish,
I wasn't.
All right, so you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, no, it's cool. I wasn't gonna finish anyway, but I was just gonna say, yeah, we haven't been active for a while, and for all you guys to tune in. And what I think has been very good is, a lot of people have been chiming in. Obviously, Richie, thank you so much for jumping on as well. But yeah, I think if you guys are interested in tuning into some live and interesting football debates, just hit that subscribe button. It'll be worth your while. Even if you want to turn on notifications, it'll just let you know that we're hopping online.
No, if you want to turn on those notifications so you know when we're live.
You might see 2 black angry men on your head.
And hit that like button and smash the subscribe button, man. It's
Instagram, ball for better. You know what I mean?
Ball for better everywhere. But yeah, as we said, we're gonna be running spaces on Twitter. After each game week, so probably be on a Sunday night.
Another thing that
probably do a midweek one for Champions League games. So yeah, man, just make sure you're followed on the Twitter as well, because a lot of stuff is going to be happening in the next few weeks and months.
Yeah, man. We're looking to kind of bring in a kind of interactive game with you guys, where we might even ask you quizzes on your favorite team or just Gen Pop. So yeah, if you guys are interested in stuff like that,
follow us everywhere, man. TikTok as well, man. Get us up to 100 followers.
Oh yeah, exactly. So we can do lives.
The last thing I wanted to say was Arsenal CEO Vinay Venkatesham. He's going to be stepping down, I believe, this summer. Obviously, I'm an Arsenal fan, so I just wanted to put that out there. But yeah, man, big love to everyone who tuned in today, everyone who interacted. I'm going to say it again, smash the like button, subscribe, and make sure you follow all of the socials that are down in the description. And yeah, just stay tuned, man. Big stuff is coming.
You guys are the realest. Thank you so much as always. Love.
Guys. Peace.
Is that it? That, man, I wish today wasn't ended.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Peace out, guys. Peace out.
Miss you guys already.